If this is your first time here, please do not forget to subscribe below and support the movement, guys. This video, I want to make it real quick because I realized that this university is actually open in Europe. So if you're an international student, you are still looking for September intake, you are still looking for where you can apply and start studies by September, then you have to apply to this university as fast as possible. I just discovered this today. Now, as an international student, remember I'm talking about Europe, not Canada, not USA. You should understand that first, the application deadline is towards the end of this month, so you have to be real quick in order to do the application. Applications to this country is not that complicated, or to these universities is not that complicated. Yes, of course, a lot of schools in this country are already closed. So if you really want to apply, I'm going to be focusing on one school. The country I'm talking about is Malta. And for those of you who have been asking me, Milton, no information, no update about Malta, this is the video for you to watch. In this university I'm going to be talking about, and the name of the university is the University of Malta. This is the biggest university in Malta. It has a wide variety of programs. Of course, you have accessibility to a lot of facilities compared to other schools in Malta. So if you are looking for September intake, then you should apply to the University of Malta after you watch this video. Now, remember, there are things you need to know. I also want to let you know that this is the biggest school in the entire Malta, and visa application most of the times will take at least 2 months. So but if you apply now, it's not going to be that expensive, because the visa application, most of the time the Maltese embassy, they process it real quickly. All right, remember, Malta is not really like connected to Europe. It is also maybe an island. I may be wrong, correct me in the comment section. And most schools in Malta, like MCAS and the American University of Malta, are already closed. So this is the only university that is available, which is the University of Malta. So now with the University of Malta, we are going to talk about the programs. We will talk about the dates. We will talk about the requirements. Now, I already talked about the deadline. From the 20th, most of the programs will be closing. And remember that if you don't apply early, it's going to be a problem. There are various fees you need to consider. Fees number one is the application fee. For international student, it is 95 euros. Then if you are applying for late application, because after this deadline which I gave you, there is going to be late intake, late application for those who still want to apply. If you are applying for late application, you have to pay 150 euros for application fee, but remember, this money is non-refundable. Then Maltese students, they are paying 25 euros now. After late application, they are going to pay 60 euros. So please just apply now so as to cut your cost. This is for application fee. There is also a tuition fee, which I'm going to talk about. Then there is also a bench fee, a benchmark fee, something like that. I don't know what it is, but you can verify from school authorities. Then also understand that tuition fee most of the times will go up to 11,000 euros, but there are some scholarships you may consider. And also remember that part-time programs are not the same tuition fee. International students, you are going to be taking full-time programs, not part-time programs, because part-time programs will not give you a visa to Malta. All right, so understand this way. Now, rather than looking at the United Kingdom, maybe Georgia, Uzbekistan, and so many other places, Belarus, I would prefer you choose Malta. If it's difficult for you to get a visa to Lithuania, of course Lithuania now is a temporary residence permit and not a visa. Estonia is difficult. Why not take Malta? Then you start from Malta. If you do not have the bigger amounts or maybe huge sums of money to start from, maybe Germany, Norway, Canada, USA, and maybe Ireland, why not you take Malta? It's quite affordable. All right, then we have talked about the fees. Let's talk about the requirements now. We've talked about the dates. Then after this, I'm going to take you to the school website to show you some of the programs that are available for you to apply and start lectures in September. Just a quick one: if you want to start studies in Malta from January 2024, then you have to start your application from August, September, because most of the schools like MCAS, American University, and other schools in Malta are going to open around August. All right, a lot of these schools are going to open around August, so you should put your eye on their website. Remember, Malta is also very competitive since the visa application doesn't really complicate a lot. Okay, now let's take a look at the documents. If you are going in for before I talk about the documents, let me be specific here, please. When you are applying for programs, always make sure you are taking programs that correspond to your requirement. Check requirements very well. And English language is very important. But if you are coming from a country where English is the first language, like Nigeria and Ghana, then you may not need English to submit your application into this university. But those coming from French-speaking countries like Senegal and maybe Sierra Leone, I do not know. Sierra Leone is an English speaking country. You are going to submit proof of English proficiency, because you need to tell the admissions committee that you know English, you can write, you can read, you can understand. You get my point? So you need to submit English scores. Now let's look at the requirements. Let me start with the very first one. Those of us who have very wide range of, let me say, wide gap of study or study gaps, you can check universities in Malta. It's very easy to go into schools in Malta with a wide study gap, but in this case you are going to explain to the officials why you want to study in Malta and what you have been doing long time when you finish from university. Please remember that some schools will tell you that they need a maximum of 4 years study gap, while others will not specify. So if you really want to apply to some of these schools in Malta, you have to really pay attention to details. All right, requirements, very important. Always check requirements, because some programs have specific requirements that may not be put on the program website, but of course they will put it there. But it is always good for you to ask the admissions team. Okay, now the requirements: you need your WAEC certificate, your ordinary levels and advanced level certificate to apply for a bachelor's degree. All right, a bachelor's program. And most of the time you are going to find programs and they might say that these programs are not up to 2 years programs. Be careful, because there are some programs that are not up to the program requirements for you to apply for a visa. They may just give you in terms of ETCS, ECT credit units, so you have to be careful. All right, if you have any doubts, ask the admissions committee. You may need recommendation letters for some programs, but of course you need to submit a CV. They want to know your track record in terms of employment and of course research and so many other things, so you need to submit that as well. Now remember, Malta is also not connected that much, but with Malta, with maybe a degree program from Malta or maybe a certificate, you can as well work in Malta. Medical students and nursing students, Malta is a country that is looking for a lot of nurses. If you graduate from a Maltese college or from a university or a school in Malta, you may just land a job in Malta. So you have to put this into consideration. Malta is looking for highly skilled personnel, and of course the medical field is in high demand. So if you are maybe a doctor, or you want to study something like a nursing, or maybe laboratory technician, or medical laboratory something, then you have to look at schools in Malta. Even I know a few people who have left Poland to Malta and they got full-time jobs, but again, remember, this is a small country, so you shouldn't aim that high. Okay, the only advantage is that it is not that expensive compared to other countries, so that is something you should put into consideration. Now for the programs that are available for you to apply as an international student, we are going to take a look here. Hello guys, so this is the website of the University of Malta. If you are looking for programs that are still available, then you should check this website. This is how it looks like, Università Malta. All right, I don't know if it's in what language. Now these are all the programs according to level. I didn't choose any level, and according to faculty, I didn't choose any faculty, but these programs are full-time programs. Not applying for part-time programs, rather you are applying for full-time programs, so you have to check them. You can see there are about 787 courses here, beginning from Bachelors of Arts and a whole lot. You can see commencing in 2023 October. So like I said, you still have the chance to apply for all these programs. You can see them full-time. Make sure you select programs that are full-time. All programs must be full-time if you want to really start your application. Then remember, not all may be open. All right, and not all may have the same tuition fee. So what I will encourage you to do is also remember, some may be research based, Some may not be research based, some may be thesis based, some may not be thesis based, some may be part-time programs. And of course, like I told you, I selected just full-time programs. Some are 4 years, some are 3 years. You can see from this angle here. All right, so you have to put this into consideration before applying to the University of Malta. You can see Bachelors of Arts in Linguistics. All right, then there are master's degree programs as well. Like I told you, I didn't select the level, so you have to put this into consideration when applying to this particular university. It is very important for you to note the deadlines before you apply for anything, and also look at their requirements. All right, requirements vary a lot. Also look at requirements. Requirements vary a lot, because you may go to a particular program and they say the requirements is maybe a bachelor's degree, and after a bachelor's degree you need to also show something like a diploma, or maybe they can say WAEC certificate, and after your WAEC you need to also add something like a postgraduate diploma or a diploma in maybe a particular field. You understand? So please verify very well before you apply to the University of Malta. Like I said, they still have programs that are open, all right, for 2023. Now, if you want to start lectures by 2024, it is also very possible to apply to this university by 2024, and you have to start the application from August. You have to start checking by August, because I think from August they are going to open the website where you can apply. And also remember that other schools like MCAS, American University of Malta, are equally open for admissions within this particular time. So you can see they are arranged alphabetically from A to Z. All right, so it all depends on which program you are selecting and what you want to really apply for. All the programs are about close to 800. All right, so I want to show you how they are arranged alphabetically so that you can actually see there are a lot of programs here. Not all are open, so just check and apply for which you think that suits you. There is everything that you need to know, but just consider the requirements and your tuition fee. As you can see, these are postgraduate programs. Some are masters. All right, then some are postgraduate programs full-time. This is masters in English, masters in accounting, masters in diplomatic studies. All right, like I said, they are all arranged in alphabetical order. So I just want you to take a look at them so that you know what you are doing. All right,